What is up, all you car mechanic maniacs out there? Hurst Quayzar. We are back in my garage. Quayzar's Customs continuing the Fast and Furious saga. We are into Fast 8. And just a little correction from my very first video when I started Dom's GTX over there. I introduced you to all the cars. Well, I had said that Deckard Shaw had driven this Mercedes. I was totally wrong on that. I thought he did, but he did not. Tej Parker did. So Tej was in the Mercedes, and I happened to trade in the Lamborghini for Deckard Shaw's Jaguar. Yeah, oh yeah, we got Deckard Shaw's Jaguar here. Yeah, yeah. The Lamborghini is stowed safely away in a parking garage, in the parking level over there. We'll get to it, but I had to save some room for Deckard Shaw's Jaguar. I mean, come on, who doesn't want a Jaguar in their garage, right? All right, so Tej, I think is how it's spelled, or how you say it. We've got this nice Mercedes going on, and I had gotten it from the auction house, so most of it is pretty good shape. Honestly. So this may be a very quick video, not a whole lot. I've already got it pretty much painted up the way I think I need it painted. I do have a livery for it though. Livery? Tell me your thoughts on how you pronounce that. But anyway, we'll get right into it. So if you remember Tej, right? Tej is he was introduced to the team in Too Fast, Too Furious, and he was pretty much Brian O'Connor's contact in Miami. He's the one that set up all the races. He was the contact man, set up all the races, and you know, if it was a race, he'd bet on it. So he was the point man when it came to Miami. And then when we get to Fast 5, he was the technical expert. He was, he was the guy to go for. He was the hacker. He was very smart in the electronic field. You break into stuff electronically, and he's the one that got him into the safe. So it was his idea. He got it. He got the team all their hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? And he was always the smart one of the bunch as far as electronics and how to get things. That was until Ramsey came along. When Ramsey's a hacker, so him and Ramsey get along real good because they both have that technical expertise in their background. So what I liked about Tej in Fate of the Furious, was it Fate of the Furious or was it yeah, I think it was Fate of the Furious. I was almost thinking it was 7 for whatever reason. I think it was Fate of the Furious. Let me think back on this. No, I think it was when they were trying to get a hold of God's Eye, when they were trying to get Deckard Shaw in Fast and Furious 7. What I liked most about that is they finally gave him a part to where he was just being a total badass, right? He took out this guy while Dom and Brian O'Connor were trying to steal the supercar, and they had to try to steal the supercar because it had a chip in it, a microchip in it, or I don't know, flash drive, I guess. Had a flash drive in it that had God's Eye on it, and I don't know why it was in the car, but I don't remember why, but it was in the car, so they had to steal the supercar to get the flash drive out of it. But yeah, in that movie, Tej finally got his due, and he was able to take out a guard. And I really liked that they gave him some skills other than just the brains. Ludacris is the actor. He does an outstanding job as Tej. I love the character. I really do. So not a whole lot on here to do, just to clean things up here a little bit. You know, just the normal stuff. We're gonna put it all back together as new. So if you remember, Tej, I only need 2 of those. If you remember, right, Tej and Letty got smashed together. Well, let's see. Ramsey was with Tej in the Mercedes, right? Yeah. So, and when Dom pulled backwards in between them with those cables, oh, that's front. I do not want that. With the cables all strung up, he yanked those 2 together, which is quite cool. You know, and all the times I do this stuff, I don't forget some of this stuff. You would think I would know this by now. I know I'm going to need a couple of caps. You can't repair those. Can't repair the springs. And can't repair the shock absorbers. Or the bushings. And I want to say they're just 2 regular bushings. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is 8 bushings. 8 P's for these, yeah. So 8 regular and 8 small for this type of a rear end. And that ought to do it. Okay, let's remove our scraps here. I need a sway bar, but I don't remember which one it was I needed. Didn't check. It's sway bar B, so don't let me forget that. Sway bar B. See, these parts are, I probably could have gotten away with just, you know, kind of throwing some paint on this and being good with it, but not, you know, want to fix it up completely. Let's get it all nice and pretty, shall we? Oh, and we need fuel tank and fuel pump. Fuel tank. Go to the performance shop. Fuel pump. And this rear end will be going together. So yeah, giving Tej some skills was honestly the highlight for me in that movie. He deserved it. He really did. You know, during that same scene, you had Letty kicking. Oh, what is her? Oh, not Ramsey. The WWF, not the WWF fighter, the Ultimate Fighter girl. I forget what her name is. Ronda Rousey. Rousey? Yeah, Ronda. So that was a pretty good fight. But honestly, I thought the best fight was between her and Deckard Shaw's right-hand girl in the subway system. I thought that was a pretty good fight there. That was pretty realistic in my opinion. Wow. Yeah, the one in the Shaw's palace, or the princess's palace was, it was okay. The subway one was better. Oh, I needed A's, not B's. I'm a dork. How many times are you gonna hear that in this episode? Start counting them, because I'm sure there's gonna be quite a few. Okay, got that. Needed a shock absorber in there. I think I needed. Yep, I got that in there. All right. So Tej and Ramsey were together in this car, which kind of makes me feel like, you know, Tej and Ramsey are gonna hook up. I mean, they're kind of a match, right? They're both brainiacs. So, I mean, why not, right? I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of this on the other side, and I've got to take a look inside of the Rim DLC to see if there's something that I could use. This is a this car has a star pattern. And I don't think we have one. I'm going to have to improvise, I think, a little bit on this. Because I don't believe we have a true star pattern like what is on this. So we'll take a look here in a second. And did I get bushings on that side? No, I did not. Thanks for reminding me. That would have been an epic fail, right? Alright, get back over here on this side. Spinning around from side to side. So I pulled up some YouTube videos to see these cars, and I have yet to find the license plates for these guys. Oh my gosh, it keeps slipping my mind every time I was more interested in, what are the rims on it? How, what does the car look like? What color is it? And then when I started watching it and realized Tej was driving this instead of Deckard Shaw, I felt quite foolish. Okay, so we've got everything in there. Yeah, all right. Okay, so let's mosey on over here. Let's go ahead and sell off the fuel pump I don't need and the shocks I don't need. And what was the 19? It was a 19. All right, so even with the rim DLC, there's not really, don't really have a star pattern per se to go on this. I'm thinking, I mean, this is pretty close, but the star pattern that's on it is typically the I think it's wider. No, this is right. It's wider in the center than on the outside. So we could either do that one or that would look kind of silly on there, I think. So it's kind of like that, or kind of like this. Not so much like that though. So I am thinking we may end up going back to that one at the top there. This is pretty close, but it's typically, well, that's pretty close. It's a Pagani wheel though. It's a Pagani? Yeah. I mean, that probably wouldn't look too bad, but I don't. Let's go back up and take a look at these. Actually, this might be the closest I can get to it. So let's pick up a couple of these. These are going to be 19s, and I think the front is 19s too. We'll pick up a couple more of those too. So, what were the tires? They were a 295, 35. So 295, 35, huh? What if we went to a 305 on our back? I think so. Let's give it a little more oomph, shall we? Yeah. Now I'm going to take these rims. I'm going to paint them black. I'm just going to paint them all at the same time. Alright, I want you black metallic. I want a little bit of shine to them. Heard me before and y'all hear me again. $100 a wheel. Can't beat that with a stick. Alright, let's hook these bad boys up. Now while these are being mounted up, let's take a look. Yeah, that's going to look pretty good. Let me go ahead and jump into... Well, that didn't take long. Yeah, that'll look pretty good. That's pretty close, I think. Some things I know I'm going to need for the front end. We'll go ahead and get a couple of discs, ventilated discs, some pads for the suspension, double wishbone, a couple of caps, a couple of springs, tie rod ends. These are all the basic stuff, and because everything's in pretty good shape, I don't expect to lose much of anything else. So we'll just get the basics here. Do believe it's B-link, bushing, and cap. So that, I believe, there's a front sway bar too, but I'm not sure which one it is. Alright, let's see how this tire fits on here. Going with the 305 with the 35 may have been a little too thick for it, but we'll see. Yeah, you know what? I think that's a little too thick for this car. Alright, so I think the wheel is too thick, the tire is too thick, and the wheel is too small. So I think we screwed up. For what I thought was going to be a short video has turned into a lengthy one now. So let's go back into the rims. Oh, my game froze up there. We can go with the 20. Um, 20 or 22. Let's give a 22 a shot. No, you know, because I put 22s on that. Man, I'm seriously messing up here. Okay, so let's go with just let's go with the 21. 21 is an odd number, and then we'll pick up 2 20s. Alright, then we'll go with the 221. We'll still go with the 305. But what we're going to end up doing here is going with a 30 profile. So I'm thinking that's going to do it. Alright, so we'll you'd think I'd test these out before I even started these videos, man. 19, no, 21, yeah. I want another 21, please. 21. Oh no, that's already that one. Oh, where am I going? It's a good thing this car is almost all together. Spending all my time on the wheels. Okay, so we're going to go with the 21s on the back, right? Yeah. That looks pretty good, I think. I think that's going to work. As long as it looks okay on the car itself, I will be good. You, and voila. Let's take a look here. 21, yeah. Honestly, I probably could have gone with the 22s. Oh, that doesn't look too bad, I don't think. How does it look in the fitment? Oh yeah, it doesn't stick out nearly as far as I thought it was going to. I could probably have gone with a 315, honestly. But I won't. I'm not going to do that to you guys. We'll put these 21s on here. Put 20s on the front and we will be okie dokie. What am I doing? I'm in assemble mode. Come on. What am I doing here? Oof. Man, that just did not want to go. Alright, take a little step back. Still thinking those things are a little thick. Could have been a little bigger, but we're moving on, right? Alright, so what do I have in my inventory here? I bought some stuff. And I need to... Got, wait a minute, where's the size at? Oh, there it is. 19s. We're going to get rid of the 19s, right? And... we're going to get rid of these. And those. Still need to paint the rims. Paint the rims and get some tires on this puppy. No, I spent half the video trying to decide what rims. Come on. There we go. Trying to decide what rims to put on this thing. Rims are important. Rims are what make the car. You must believe that. At least that is the way it is for me. The rims make the car. So I am going to go with 2 20s and we'll go with the 285. Go with a 35 profile. Did I select 2 of those? Man, I hope so. That 35 profile too thick? Maybe I should have went with a 30? What you think? I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna go with a 30. Ah, geez. Okay, so 2 20s. I went with a 285, right? 30 profile. Come on. Jeez, my bait game is so buggy tonight. 35s? No, I went to 30s. Thank you. Yes. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah, the 35s were just way too thick on there. I get going too fast on this, and it's... Yep, that's what we need right there. So let's dump out the tires I don't need. Spent way too much money on this thing. Grab my spring. 1 tire done. That tire's done. And yeah, that looks pretty awesome on there. Alright, let's get some real work done, shall we? Man, I can't believe that I messed up and thought that Deckard Shaw was driving a Mercedes. He's obviously a Jaguar guy anyway, right? Aston Martin, Jaguars. Yeah, he's into those kind of cars. And you know what I did? I built the wrong springs for this. I am such a doofus. Okay, that's dork number 2 right there. Right there, if you're counting. Man, I am just failing miserably. That's a big oof right there. I'm trying to get ahead of myself, thinking I was being smart. Nope. I was not. Dang. Alright, well. I go faster than this game does. It won't highlight the parts for me fast enough sometimes. I'm like zip, zip, zip. I get this thing built. Tweak it out a little bit. Yeah, I don't mind that. Don't mind that shaft running through the engine. I think I bought B links instead of A links. It's alright, I gotta go over there and pick up the other tire anyway, so. And just the sway bar itself. Alright. Repair up these parts. Alright, now let's go buy some real parts that I need for the front end. Wow. Before I forget, get the sway bar. So I need this type of shock right here. I need 2 of these. And this same ones go with this. So go with that. Go with that. And we'll build these shocks up. Second set of shocks. Maybe I'll keep them for, I don't know if the, I wonder if the Jaguar will use them. Maybe I'll keep them for the Jaguar. Got you. You done? Yeah. Alright. Time to rid myself of the spare parts. And as you see, I do this just so I don't get messed up. As you know, I will get screwed up when I'm trying to assemble this thing. Now, why is it that 100% is before the bad ones now? Typically the bad ones are before the good ones. And I didn't buy my links. That's okay. I'll go back and get them in a second. A links, right? Yeah, my game is a little bit being a little goofy right now. It's hanging up on me. Don't know why. Don't have anything downloading. So I have no idea. We'll see what this puppy looks like when we throw these 20s on the front. 21s on the back, 20s on the front. A solid black wheel, star pattern. Very similar to the Mercedes, it's just not cut out. You know, the Mercedes has like the triangle that's cut out in the center of them, so we'll just have to pretend these have that cut out in them. Actually, looking at those wheels on a Mercedes, it looks like those would be a bear to clean. Be a bear to clean, so. Not like we're cleaning these things or anything. Never going behind the wheel to see what we got going on here. Place the bearing, disc, cap, brakes. The Bentley brakes were fun. I am going to have to find a way to add those Bentley brakes to a couple of cars, because that was, I thought those were awesome. Actually, those would look awesome on this car with the red. Wow, yeah. Maybe I'll do that in the editor one of these days. Swap out air ride suspension. Air ride suspension with the Bentley front end. That'll be interesting. Gotta have those brakes. It's always been on a wish list to have parts that are paintable. And if you had parts that were paintable, I tell you what, every brake cylinder would be painted, in my opinion. I'd paint the brake cylinders, I'd paint the engine block, valve covers. Yeah. It wouldn't be crazy paint, but it would be nice. you up, and I think you... Nope, I got a bushing here. And a bushing back there. And I've got a few more bushings that... oh, this doesn't have the upper suspension. So that's why. Nope. Did not want that. Want that one. Okay, so... let's take a quick look at here. Let's go over here. Go over here. Did I get the bushings in this? Yep, yep. Alright, I think I've got all the bushings on this. Do want to take the starter out on here. Now, believe it or not, I don't have to change the oil in this because all the cars from the auction house come without oil. I mean, really? Why? Why do they not have oil? Let's see, what do I have here? Wait a minute. Engine cover. That needs to be taken off. Ooh, we need some performance parts. We'll get the battery out of here. ABS module out of here. Clean these up. Right, servo down there. Okay. Twin air filters. Ooh, I'm liking that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. And I think these clips are repairable. God, I'm hoping so. Get a couple of nice air filters for this. A couple of performance ones. It almost looks like that's clipping into the motor, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Oh yeah, that's clipping into the motor. Did you see that? Yeah. It's alright. I think that's it. Let's swap some batteries. Put you on the charger. Let's go clean up the parts that we have. I think everything will clean up nice. Yep, the clips get cleaned up too. Yes. And all we need now... let's go ahead and yank the motor out of here. Two, please. Yeah, I was waiting for it to tell me I had to drain the oil out of it. I was going to laugh. Okay, so battery. And there it gives me accessible from the engine bay. I was in the engine bay. How else would I have gotten the battery in there? That don't make any sense. Got all the brake components in place. Yeah, this was taking me a little bit longer, but the car was pretty much redone before I even had it in my garage. And I forgot to go get those filters. My supplier is slacking on me. He's supposed to be reading my mind and bringing these in. I'm gonna have to fire him. All right. There we go. So we get the clips in there. There we go. Get a little closer so we can see what we're doing. Get this other filter in there. Oh, let's go over here. There we go. Oh yeah. Some nice performance goodies into this Mercedes. I have yet to drive a Mercedes. This is probably the one car I have not driven. I've driven an Audi. Oh, I haven't driven a Jaguar either. Have to put that on my bucket list. Go out and test drive a Jaguar and a Mercedes. Just for the giggles of it. Now, I've got the engine block in here. Let's go ahead and dump my parts while I'm looking at this. Oh, how did I get a barn map? Nice. I didn't mean to... Oh, I deleted the starter. Dopey me, dork. That's the third one. Okay, so I think I don't have one built, but I thought I have one in a warehouse here somewhere. Gearboxes and accessories. Blocks? Maybe in the blocks? I've got it. Hemi. I don't know. This doesn't say what the condition it is. Hmm. Typically, if it was good. Nope. No. I don't know what the condition is of it. That kind of bites. Well, dang me. Let's see if it shows up in here. Yep, nope, it doesn't. Jeez. Alright. That kind of bites. I was hoping. I really thought I had a engine in there that was built up, ready to go. Let's see here. Take a look at this part. That's 100%. I think it's 100% motor that I've got. So I don't know why it didn't do that. I swore I built one. I had one in there. Alright, so let's take this puppy out for right now. I don't have overhead valve. Nope, that's not in there. Blocks. Got a Hemi that's ready to go. Wouldn't be an exhaust. V6 engine parts? I doubt it. I4 engine parts? Doubt that. Common suspension? No. No. And that's it. Well, drat, people. What am I going to do here? I'll tell you what. I am just going to put that's the one that came out of it, so I'm going to put this one in it, and we will run it on the dyno. And even though you know, that's funny as that is, we're just going to keep her stock for right now. We're not going to build an engine for this episode. I really thought I had one for this. I guess I do not, but that's all right. But we will do. Come on. Why is this? What is the deal with this? Holy crap. Alright. So what we'll do is we'll throw down some testing on it. We'll get as many of the pieces. We'll see how everything works out on this. Yeah, see, like everything's 100% on that. We'll get most of this stuff in here tested out to 100%. That's tire. This won't be a top-notch performance car. I'll have to swap one in later. Yeah, see, this is a built one. I knew it was built. I knew I had one in there. It needs to be complete, so I need to put a transmission in it, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and put some oil in it. And what I will do in between episodes is I will build a supercharged V8 for this. Let me get myself a nice nice gearbox for this. Needs an exhaust system too, which we will get to. I believe this has an exhaust system. I'm a little bummed. I thought I had a V8 in there that I had built. Maybe I did it on the other profile. Maybe this doesn't have an exhaust system on it. Oh, I'm a little, This may require a little bit of work. Alright, so let's see if I can do a compression test on it now. There we go. All 100%. So the engine's 100%, but doesn't have any performance parts. But that's okay. Tej doesn't need power. He's got brains. So we are going to move this puppy into the paint booth for right now, and I am going to I made up a couple of liveries for it. So we were going to find out exactly what we need here. So livery number 1 is, I think, the one I'm going to go with. It's real light with dark stripes. This is a little darker, but it has like a green tint to it. No, I think it's the third one I want to go with. A fourth one I was just kind of playing around with. These stripes kind of fade in from black, and they go to the gold in the back. I thought it looked pretty cool. But anyway, and then I have black with silver stripes. And then none. So I think I'm going to go with the third one. That was a delay. Let's take this puppy and we'll throw her into the dyno shop. It almost looks white, doesn't it? And those stripes almost look green. I may have to redo that. Alright. I don't expect any impressive numbers out of this. $727. Still not too bad. Let's put this over in the garage and take a look at it in the garage light. She could be a little darker, I think. She could be a little darker. Throw her back in a paint booth. May have to work on that livery a little bit. Get that color down a little bit more. So, go with the first one, I think. Second one is too dark, so we'll go with that first one. It's a little bit darker. And set her out in the garage. Yeah, it looks a little better. That looks a little better. Alright. Yeah, that plate needs to come off. We don't have one on the front, do we? No. We need some California plates. TEJ. My man. Oh, wait a minute. They're in New York. I gotta do New York plates, don't I? What am I thinking? Alright, we're gonna go with New York plates. Alright, and there we have it. Tej is Mercedes. So We'll look at the car status. It shows 100% across the board, but my engine's not showing everything just because, you know, I have to take everything apart. So that kind of bites, but it's 100% across. And what was the price tag on that puppy if I were to sell it? Ooh, 169. Don't want to sell it, but not too bad, not too shabby. So there you have it, Tej's Mercedes. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Hit subscribe button. Throw me some comments down below. Tell me what you think of the colors of this thing. Maybe I need to go a little bit lighter. I'll play around with it maybe a little bit, and definitely get a supercharged engine built for this, because I am embarrassed to know that I thought I had one in there and I did not. So that was a big goof on my part. Anyway, hit that like button, throw me some comments, let me know what you liked, and I will see you guys in the next episode. This is Hurst Quayzar, and I am out.